Oh, that was freaky.
I was traveling deeper into the dark place. The poem on the wall was growing at the same pace, dogging my footsteps, like my unwanted shadow moving in the corner of my eye. It wasn't my writing. I didn't know what it was. A terrible prophecy, a curse, looming over me.
A pale balloon in the sky, float and sink deeper. Night springs when bright falls for this sleeper. The surface disturbed, the reflection now a traitor. In the cavity of the skull turned to a crater. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. In a poem, he told us he once mistook for an ocean. Oh well. Wandering in the shadows underneath the dark ocean, forever searching to find him for a way into the light to his love. Nightness. Night becomes name. Alright, not these ones yet. I wonder if this is the actual full film or is it going to be a snippet like Saga? This felt marriage to Dark Souls got been fired from. Leaf and white blend together toward build the most visions of Baba Yakal. The hell?
Onko täällä ketään? Ahti.
Sanovat, se joka varjoon tyytyy, valon ihmeestä paitsi jää.
Minulla oli sinua ikävä.
Olit Veikon kanssa. Siksi lähdin.
Hän on poissa. Ollut jo kauan.
Kun nyt lähden. Lähde kanssani.
Mutta vasta tämän yön jälkeen.
Like that doesn't look freaky.
Ja mä kun vähän puukolla tökkäsin sitä. Tuik, 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 tuik. Heti sillä oli paskat housussa. Kontas ojan pohjalla änkyrä kännissä ja huusi ja soperteli, että armo, rakkas veli, anna armo, mä kuolen. Ai saatana. Kato. Tuhlaajapojan paluu. Ja häntä koipien välissä. Tuliko hakemaan anteeksiantoa?
Uutiset mistään paluusta ovat ennenaikaisia. Tulin vain käymään. Ja nyt kun muistan millaista tämä touhu täällä on, en viivy kauaa. Missäs veljesi luuraa?
Pisti hengiltä. Rupes käymään aivoa se ainainen länkytys. Uhrilla ja mestarilla. Mutta ei se paskaveli kelvannut edes siihen. Sä olit mestarin valittu. Vaikka mä koskaan ymmärtänyt, että miksi. Päiviltä pitäis sinutkin pistää. Miten on? Nyt tuli tuperapinat, poika. Leikataan parta! Leikataan pojalta parta!
They really went all out in this damn game.
Miksi palasit? Kun kerran lähdit?
En aikonut. Mutta nyt löydän itseni täältä. Nyt on kai kirottu. Kirjoitettu sadistisen kirjailijan tarina. Kierrän kehää.
Maa on syklinen laulu. Mites siellä valtion kontrollivirastossa menee?
Väärä virasto. En ole siellä töissä. Sitä paitsi sain potkut. Ei olisi tarvetta talonmiehen apulaiselle.
Ei ole. Tämän tilan isäntä katosi yön selkää vuosia sitten. Sen jälkeen, kun sinä lähdit. Merkit on ilmassa, että multakin loppuu hommat pian. Siksi kyselen virastosta. Ehkä saan sieltä töitä.
Malja.
Mille juomme?
Yöttömälle yölle.
Ugh.
Palasit luoksemme.
Give me the aroma freaking vodka or scotch. I think this is a very clear bottle. Jesus. Trying to get me fucking shit faced.
Tämä riitti vie sinut tuon puoleiseen.
Sanotaan, että Aleen kurkotti liian pitkälle yön syövereihin. Eikä löytänyt sieltä enää pois. Kannattaa varaa sitä Aleenin mustaa leskeä. Taisit olla vähän heikkona häneen.
Pelkäsin häntä.
Me pojat oltiin aina vähän toivottomia naisten kanssa.
Ugh. Good thing I'm not eating right now. I actually wanted to get some ice cream before I started this next part, but Jesus.
Tämä riitti vie sinut tuon puoleiseen.
Hän palaa. Ja sinut lukitaan huoneeseen.
Vihdoinkin.
Kiitos, rakkaani. En kierrä kehää. Tämä on spiraali.
Kuin painajainen hän luoksesi saapuu.
That was a legit, like, almost a 20-minute indie movie. They were like, what the hell was their budget for this game? They literally made their own little movie during this.
Et pääsessä milloinkaan hän peilistä sua tuijottaa. Murhan polten se kruunoi mua.
But the film kind of confirmed what I'm thinking is Thomas Zane is literally just trying to take my place to I guess be human or me or whatever.
There wasn't enough alcohol in this city to drown the memories of this nightmare, but I damn well try. This case would never be closed. I had more questions now than at the start. The irony of being trapped in a postmodern detective story. I felt watched. The eyes of some unseen audience on me. I wanted to turn to the hidden camera and tell them to fuck off. But I didn't know where to look to break the fourth wall. There would always be another case for Casey. A million stories in this dark city. The night opened up to welcome me. I walked into her arms. Roll credits.
And also with the whole triangles overlapping, I feel like, again, two different beings or people becoming one. So at least that's my thought process on that anyway. So that's it. Casey's not gonna wanna narrate for me anymore. That scared me, and I'm not looking back. So
The phone was ringing again. Somehow I sensed it wasn't Zane this time. My memorial statue had been replaced by a statue of Alice. The thought sickened me. Her life threatened by Scratch. I had to hurry.
I'll pick up the phone in just a minute. Where's the damn phone? Oh, that's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go around. Through that in every shape, way, and form. For you too, buddy. For you. Fine. The hell I highly doubt it's Zane.
Hello?
Hello.
It wasn't Zane. It wasn't Scratch either.
Not like me.
Huh? You're me? Me? I don't understand. There's a lot I don't understand.
The dark place operates in loops. Time is a story. I'm calling you from a different point in that story.
From the future? I'm never getting out of here, am I?
Yes, you will. And no, you won't. And that is by your own choice.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry for what you'll have to go through. You need to go back to the talk show studio basement. Get Alice's photos from a shoebox there. Before you can go to Parliament Tower, you must put the photos into the shoebox at her statue at the plaza. To help you, to help Alice, to help Saga Anderson.
I'm my own Deus Ex Machina? Really? How many writers does it take to finish a story? One for each draft. It's the same writer, but in a different point in time. I'd follow the steps he laid out for me. Alice's photo from the talk show building basement. I had to go back to get them. I'd bring the photos to the shoebox by the statue.
Studio face. Oh, another.
Good evening. A writer trapped in a dream world attempts to write a story to shape reality around him and escape. He is beset by visions leaking in from realities beyond his own. He uses those visions as inspiration for his stories, in hopes of giving them power, to make them come true. Us, Hidden Few, know that ultimately he will succeed. But before that, many of his stories collapse back into the stuff that dreams are made of, to remain as they began, works of fiction. And yet, maybe there is a gleam of truth to be unearthed from these tales. Rare glimpse into the unseen realities beyond our own, offering us intriguing avenues of contemplation as they transpire in Night Springs.
Alice's photos. I recognize the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. I need to get them to the plaza.
Not messing around this time.
I had the photos now. I needed to put them into the shoebox by the statue.
That did it. We need to talk.
Damn right. Lots for me to explain. But not here. The night's got ears. We can have our talk in your head. You have a room there, right?
How do you know about that?
I'm your grandfather. What don't I know?
You know about my mind place? How is that possible?
We all have the power. Find the truth. Damn right I do. Odin already told you you're a seer. You can gaze into their heads, see the truth. See past the lies. Past this bullshit horror story. Us Andersons aren't bound by it. You can fight it. Don't be the story. Make the story.
It's true. I am a seer. have a power. My mind place is more than I thought it was. This isn't my intuition. I'm seeing their thoughts. Is this why I know the truth about Logan? While everyone else forgot? You said you were my grandfather. If that's true, why wasn't I told about you?
You were part of our fucked up family way before this horror story. I was a shitty fucking dad to Freya. Your mom didn't deserve that. Not one bit. Things were said and done. Not a day goes by I haven't regretted it. But that fucking father of yours didn't make things any easier. I know Freya is gone. So I need to apologize to you. I am sorry, Saga.
I can see he's sorry. Mom said she didn't want anything to do with my grandfather. And that my father died before I could remember. It all matches. Tor and Odin are part of my family. You said you were a shitty father to my mom. Is that why she left?
Freya never looked back. My girl was strong. Freya always thought our powers had a dangerous side. Odin and me did fuck with things that should not have been fucked with. Your mom had common sense. She raised you right. Kept you safe. I'm not surprised she didn't tell you about the Anderson power.
She was always protecting me. Whenever I told my mom about my mind place, she called it make-believe. I wish she'd been more honest with me. At least towards the end. Mom wouldn't talk about my father. You knew him?
Some doors are better left closed. Your dad was a complicated bastard. Always thinking too many steps ahead. That's not how we work. There was trouble, and then he was gone. I didn't handle it well. Freya didn't want anything to do with me after that. I can't blame her.
I never knew my dad or my mom's family. So many broken relationships in my past. I won't lose mine. With Logan. With David. I won't stop until they're safe. I have the clicker. Can I use it to save my daughter?
An amp? Get your guitar roaring and your drums crashing. Blow reality's eardrums. Just the light switch isn't enough. It's Tom's story we're dealing with, so he's gotta be the one to rewrite it. After that's done, he can flick that switch to bring the whole thing home, baby.
I can't use the clicker without Wake. Tom. Meaning Wake. He needs to rewrite the story first. I can't stop the horror story without him.
I don't think they're talking about, like, actual Wake. If they wanted to mean Wake, they would say Wake instead of Tom.
Wake wrote Logan into the story. He had no right to use her like this. There is still time to make him fix it. I won't give him a choice. Thanks for telling me this, Tor. I need to go find Wake. To stop this.
The old gods of Asgard will be ready to help. Me and my bro will bring the rock when you need it. Remember, your daughter is alive. Just kept from you by this bullshit horror story.
I needed to hear that. Thanks, Grandpa.
Don't worry about me, kiddo. I'll drag my sorry ass over to Odin. A few shots of the Andersons' finest will fix us both up. See you soon, Saga.
The FBC is holding wake at the sheriff's station. I need to make Agent Estevez understand. They have wake and I have the clicker. We have to work together to stop this. Casey. Do you read me, Casey? Damn it. Where are you, Casey? He better be okay. Focus, Saga. Get to the station, to wake. Get the clicker to wake, and make him fix his attempt to play God. That's the plan. But the FBC have him.
Up next, we had a guest lined up. I have it written down here somewhere. What's this say? Jim Figamore. Figamore? Figamore. I know that name from somewhere, but... Oh, the line's lighting up, so that could be him. Hello, you're on with Pat Maine.
Hey, it's Terry. I'm at the Elderwood Palace Lodge, and there's been a shootout. FBI everywhere. I think somebody's dead. I was working the front desk when bullets just started flying. I had to hide under my desk.
Oh, gosh, Terry. Clearly a bit of embellishment on your part. But it sounds like maybe Russ Hammond's been hunting quail in the off-season again.
Quail? You're not listening. They shut up the whole damn hotel. And that's not all. I swear to sweet Jesus Murphy, I saw Alan Wake walk in before it all happened.
Alan Wake. Now, is that one of Mandy May's kids?
Alan fucking Wake, Pat, the writer. You've talked about him on the show. He disappeared years ago.
Disappeared, you say? Okay, this is all coming together now. See, people were calling in about Wendy Davis going missing, but it sounds like they have her confused with this Alan Walker fellow you're talking about. Terry, you were there last Sunday at the market selling those cuckoo clocks when I came to visit, remember?
Pat, no.
And who was selling beef jerky in that stall next to yours? Wendy Davis. Davis Family Beef Jerky. Now, how can she be selling me beef jerky on Sunday and be missing since 2010? It's ridiculous.
Wendy's fucking dead. I'm talking about Alan Wake. Jesus, Pat. This is serious. I'm trying to put the warning out. There's something wild going on. I gotta go in case they come back.
Okay, that was Jim Figamore, everybody, and he'll be running for mayor this, wait, no, that was, anyway, that's our show for today.
Years have not been kind to that man.
More of those kids' lunchboxes.
Oh. Well, that was just, our first time then. The woods were dark. I held my breath. I could hear heavy footsteps out among the trees. I was scared, my heart beat in my chest like a small bird fluttering against its cage. I shivered. I was cold too. I saw a shape emerge from the trees. It was a menacing large shape, a bad shape. It looked at me with evil glowing eyes. I gasped. No! It had seen me. It growled and marched towards me. I ran until running became too hard to do. I couldn't run anymore, so I stopped running. I could feel the monster's hot breath on my neck. I was too afraid to turn around. It was about to get me. I was a goner for sure. I ran again, and I had never been so scared. Not ever. That was the end. I wish anyone would come and save me.
Rose woke up from another dream from her idol, another message. All through her morning routine, she was humming happily, So happily, she realized she was starting to forget what Alan had told her. Something about a hero who would come to save them all. And the hero... Rose frowned. This won't do, Rose Marigold. You know better than to forget. Something about knitwear. The hero liked it? Rose nodded, determined. She'd use the knitwork to guide the hero to the secret stashes she had hid in the forest to help them. Knitwear to mark the spot. Alan will love that, she thought. Now she only needed the knitwork. Rose thought hard. Mandy May was always knitting. Mandy May would help her.
And another lunchbox.
Just when I suddenly slammed into something that felt like a sturdy, well-built wall, I almost fell, but a strong arm grabbed me by the waist. I hardly knew what happened. A voice reached through my confusion, frightened haze, like an outstretched hand, a gruff, manly voice. The deep, reassuring voice assured me, "Don't you worry, miss. I've got this." I looked up at this up just in time to see the monster barreling through the forest at us, and just then a blast. The monster went down like an elderly person who had lost their cane. I looked up at my savior and saw a handsome face with dark hair. He wore a stylish weed jacket and held up a smoking pistol. "It looks like I got here just in time," he said. He smiled at me, and my heart fluttered like a bird. I'll say, I thought to myself.
The lunchbox.
Damn, she made a lot of noise. I was going to leave you some cookies, but I was worried an animal would get into them, so I didn't. But it's the thought that counts, right?
When the government seized the land around Cauldron Lake and set up their laboratory there, Ilmo Koskela knew they knew something. Together with his brother, they felt obliged to take a look inside. The Federal Bureau of Control Security was a joke. The Koskelas walked in delivering coffee. Back in Watery, they pored over the stack of files they grabbed. The FBC was researching something in the lake, something they called the Shadow. Everyone who went into the lake came back a monster. Hartman had gone into the lake. He'd come back bad. The FBC had captured him, interrogated him. Based on his ravings, Barbara Jagger had gone into the lake as far back as the 60s. She'd come back bad. The writer, Alan Wake, had gone into the lake. He'd faced Jagger, pushed some mystic light switch into a hole in her chest, flicked the switch and gotten rid of her. If Wake ever came back, he was bound to be bad as well.
Damn it. Why did I have these toys right here and saying that? Ooh.
Every night was bingo night at the Valhalla nursing home. Each time Rose drew a ball from the cage and called out its number, some of the residents shouted bingo, no matter what was on their cards. Some of them sat mute, their cards full, never calling out. Some of them would try to steal the ball from her. Some of them would chastise the others for acting out. It was like herding a clouder of cats. Rose didn't mind. She liked cats. She knew she was where she was supposed to be, with her little Vikings, waiting for the hero to come. Tonight, the residents were restless, more so than usual. Ati was wearing Blum's coveralls again. Tor stood by the phone. Too late. Rose saw the hammer in his hand. The garden lights started to flicker, the darkness and rain pressing against the windows. The time drew nigh.
Another page. How the hell did I miss this?
When Cynthia Weaver was downstairs at breakfast, Rose snuck into her room. With all the lamps in the room, it took her a while to find the one with an angel. Luckily, the dream Alan had sent her had been very clear. Rose was certain that Cynthia would not miss one lamp. She had so many. Tonight, Rose would put the lamp in a shoebox and let it sink into the garden pond. That's what Alan wanted. That's how she could help him. The thought made her whole body buzz with joy. Cynthia knew the lamp was missing the very moment she came back to her room. She was overcome by grief. It had been Tom's lamp, one of the few things that reminded her of him. It had not worked in a long time with the cord severed and the light switch gone. But there are other kinds of lights than the ones we can see. The invisible light of the angel lamp had held Cynthia together all these years. With tears welling in her eyes, she didn't see the shadows shifting in the corners of her room.
She wouldn't just wander off and not tell us. Especially after all the weirdness at the lodge. I'm worried, Jules.
Well, I'm fucking worried too. Okay.
Investigator.
One of us needs to stay at the lodge in case Marcy shows up. And the other one should go out looking for her.
If we canvass the woods, we're sure to find some tracks or something. Some hints to her whereabouts. We can even use some of our equipment.
This is not the time to geek out over the stupid gear, Riley. It's all toys anyway.
Dear Diary, Alan contacted me again today. There was a message for me hidden in the newspaper. He wanted to make sure I was ready for his arrival. What a silly thing to even ask of. Of course I'm ready. Duh, Alan. Oh, and Norman got into the dried apricots at work again, I swear. We'll have to fumigate the place. Dear Diary. Some guys at the diner got mad that I brought him a piece of cherry pie and demanded a free piece of apple pie. But he totally ordered cherry. And when I pointed out he already took like 2 bites of the cherry, he said he thought it was apple. Apple pie and cherry pie do not look the same. Yeah, that's customer service for you. Told him he could order another piece, but he'd have to pay for it, and he got so mad and started screaming about leaving me a battery like I care about reviews. Anyway, I took away his pie and told him babies shouldn't be eating sweets. I love Rose. He shouted a bit, then left some people. Dear Diary, Cynthia has been acting up lately. I think she's turning into you-know-what. Lots of you-know-what's popping up lately. I'll keep an eye on it. If things get out of hand, I can always get out the rifle. Jesus. I'm sure Ellen would appreciate me keeping the place safe. The hell? Why is it so dark in here? And why did I hear spooky noises?
Power's out. Always a good sign. There's Taken inside. Holding cells. Is that where they're keeping Wake? Door is locked, though. Anyone here?
I'm here, in the closet.
Oh shit.
Agent Estevez? Is that you?
Anderson? Didn't I tell you to fuck off?
Damn.
Looks like it's a good thing I didn't.
Looks like. My leg's busted, so I'm gonna need your help. Listen, there is a person out there with you invaded by something that we call the Shadow, and if you don't...
Taken. Yeah, I'll handle it.
That I want more bullets.
Gotta move.
Suspect, thank you. Oh no.
All clear, Estevez.
Damn, they all got fucked up. That was quick.
That leg doesn't look good.
Feels even worse. But thanks for saving the rest of me. We should talk.
What happened here?
Where to fucking start? We came to check out a system alert at Cauldron Lake, but it's worse than we could handle. Real boondoggle. The police, my own agents, most were invaded before we could even react.
Have you found my partner, Agent Casey?
Yeah, we found him. Out in the woods. He had a close encounter with the Shadow, and it did something to him.
Is he okay?
He's alive. We took him down to the morgue for an examination. Haven't heard anything since the attack.
What did the FBC come here to do?
Bright Falls is the site of a recurring altered world event. The Shadow is stronger than we expected. We're low on resources. Problems at HQ. But we do have equipment for dealing with the shaded threat. We were just caught off guard before we could set it up.
Where is Wake? I know what's going on here. Wake can fix this.
Alan Wake is a para-utilitarian. The word's a mouthful, so you know it's serious. We have him locked up in the holding cells per protocol. He's connected to the Shadow in some way.
Estevez, I need to see Wake. How do I get into the cell block?
Okay. Protocols don't mean that much at this point anyway. Don't make me regret this, Anderson. Until the power's back on, the door to the holding cells won't open. There's a fuse box downstairs in the basement. Here. You'll need these keys.
Got early to hold. I don't have to kill Casey.
Back into the morgue, huh? Fantastic.
Did you read me, Anderson?
I read you. Have you had our frequency this entire time?
Eavesdropping is a big part of the job. But no, I got it from your partner. Anderson, look for a fuse to replace the blown out one in the fuse box. That should get the power going again.
Yeah. On it.
Freaking forgot about this place. Literally going into the evidence locker room and just stealing all the drugs. Gonna need something to calm down after this.
There's another cult stash.
Line A circle. That means one, right? So one. The other one is 1, 2, 3, 4. This one should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How was this one so easy? Beware of the cult of the tree. really feel like they're gonna get up and attack me like Resident Evil 2. Jesus. Casey, my boy. Tell me you're alright.
Stay the fuck.
Casey! Is that you?
Anderson?
Hold your fire! I'm coming in!
Oh my god. I am so glad you're okay.
Hey, Anderson. Like what I've done with the place?
Could use a bit more light.
Oh my god.
How are you holding up?
So that looks like a different suit he's wearing.
Don't give me that worried look, Anderson. It's a flesh wound. Gave me a chance to have a nice chat about ex-wives with Kieran. Agent Estevez, I mean.
Making new friends, huh? I'm jealous. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's the situation on your end?
What happened at the hotel?
Wake was telling the truth about the cult being after him. That thing, the dark presence, it's real too. I saw it. A fucked up monster cloud. Wake tried to warn me. It knocked me out. FBC found me in the woods later.
Watery turned out to be a good lead. Found the clicker and the cult. But the horror story's changing reality. Like Wake said it would. Logan, she's, the story claims she died here. But we can stop it.
Wait, Saga. What do you, Logan is gone. She has been. For a long time.
Casey's affected by the horror story, too. I'm fighting for them all now. I'm gonna fix this, Casey. You, Logan, all of it. I just need to get the power back on first.
Yeah, give him hell, Anderson. Just remember, some things in life can't be fixed with a light switch. As for the power problem, here. I found a fuse on those poor bastards there.
I'll take care of it. Stay put, Casey. I'll let you know when it's safe.
I'm not going anywhere.
Report subject Alex Casey, FBI. Description of injury 2218. Subject seen physically weakened with some confusion about his whereabouts and events. Concussion. Similar symptoms for those becoming initiated individuals. Exposure to the shadow is suspected but not confirmed. Physical wounds are minimal, light abrasions, possible mild concussion. 7:30 continued observation shows no signs of increased aggression in subject. Subject remains aware and coherent. A starkly different procession than other victims. Reasons for exceptional results unknown. Less severe exposure. Subject resilience unintentionally on Shadow's part requires further examination.
Anderson, good news, bad news. You can get to the cell block now, but the shaded hostiles that were in there are on the loose.
Thanks for the heads up. I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
Jesus. Good thing I was in the light.
Rolling the streets.
More coming down.
Damn it. Oh.
More coming down.
It's gravity. Lights.
Jesus. Okay, this crossbow is hella good.
Situation is under control, Estevez. Coming back up.
Copy.
I didn't think it was gonna do that much damage to her. Then again, I did shoot her a week before, so.
I'll wait here.
Anderson, over here.
I'm gonna go check to the room you were in. Any goodies?
Got a little cramped in that closet.
Is the FBC sending any help?
We were the help. Well, us in the lake house. But we still have Bureau gear specifically engineered to fight this threat. It's stored in the backlot. We were setting it up when the Taken interrupted us. We have light arrays, a containment cell, etc., etc. We are not out of this fight yet.
What's at the lake house?
It's a Bureau research facility at Cauldron Lake set up to study the effects of this AWE. When I got into town, I went there for backup. The whole station is lost, taken by the Shadow. Lost a lot of agents. Barely got out myself.
What's going on?
We had a hell of a time avoiding those Taken. Ended up back here. Anyway, I wanted to warn you that we have the Koskela brothers in the cells as well. They're the ringleaders of the Cult of the Tree. Don't let your guard down.
Wish me luck.
According to the Luck and Probability Department, it's statistically bad luck to wish people good luck during a crisis.
Thanks.
Wait, she gets a... How many weapons does this woman get? Jesus. Alan Wake and Cult Connection Summary. In 2010, writer suspected Parmathurlian Alan Wake was reported to have disappeared into Cauldron Lake. A known threshold site 3 years later, a small group responsible for multiple killings were arrested in New York City by federal investigation. The murderers were recreated of deaths found in the writing of Alan Wake. Interrogations with the murderers revealed they saw Wake as a sort of prophet, describing themselves as his cult and considered his novels to be sacred texts. As Wake was missing at the time, it's unlikely he had a personal involvement with the cult. At least there was no evidence supporting the idea. Soon after the New York cult was detained, an organization known as the Cult of the Tree began operating around Cauldron Lake, the same area Wake disappeared. This is now the second organization branded themselves as the cult with a direct physical connection to Alan Wake. Operating in the location he was last seen in, I propose that this is not a coincidence and would like permission to search the link between Wake and the Cult of the Tree. See filed for proposal. The Lake House Research Facility, WA03, Cauldron Lake, Washington, Wyoming, has been compromised. Cause unknown. The incident was visually confirmed by Agent Estevez when she visited the facility to make contact with Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont's heads of operations at the lake house. The facility itself is reported to be in damaged state with no living staff found during a brief search. A longer search was not possible due to the active AWE in the area, requiring all available resources. Investigation and containment not possible with current personnel. Emergency dispatch of response and rescue staff is requested. The investigation department has no knowledge of Lake House recent research or projects due to worsening communication and cooperation since HQ went dark. As a result, this report cannot determine the incident caused without further investigation. Excuse me. Take the last cup of coffee, brew a pot. I understand that there's a need to keep the arrested folks under lock and key, but who the heck is the paranoid madman who decided we needed every other door in the facility to be geared with the latest high-tech top security nonsense? The stuff's not safe. One power outage and those locks aren't budging. I've warned you about half a dozen times now. Don't blame me when you're locked in with no way out, Officer Cooper. I missed a sync on Deer Fest safety prep last time. Any updates? Was the latest on crowd control? Whoever put bayonets into the suggestion box was clearly kidding, right? The front desk computer and admin email are not to be used for personal quarrels or other unofficial business. And remember to wash your coffee mug, admin. Thornton doesn't remember I already paid him back by buying him lunch months ago, so don't listen to him and definitely do not touch my pay or I'll swear to God I'll sue. Mulligan owes me $20 and refuses to pay it back. I suggest we dock his pay for that plus interest. and added directly into my paycheck. What the hell? Do not microwave whole fish. I shouldn't have to say this. Ah, hell. The battle to regain your mind. Turns time sensible. ARS. Testimony, pasión, sightings under the lens. Don't forget A, B, C. Am I seriously gonna have to do? Oh my goodness! I'm literally gonna have to do. Hey, look at that, beautiful. I wasn't that stupid.
I'm sure Sheriff Breaker wouldn't mind me borrowing this.
Saga! Fucking FBI, FBC, you government fucks all fucking this up for us! Let us the fuck out!
You're the leaders of the cult. You're not going anywhere.
Wake will ruin everything. Get rid of him, Saga! You fucking shot me! Typical government stooge. Let me out so I can kill him, that fucker! You come to our town and act like you know what you're dealing with, but you have no fucking idea! Let us out! You can't stop it, none of you can. We can take care of this. We've been preparing for this.
Agent Young held his clipboard up to the light. The equipment was all accounted for. He ticked the boxes, satisfied. A noise on the other side of the back lot made him pause. He peered into the darkness. Nothing. Shrugging, he signed and dated the form. Estevez wanted everything ready, just in case. Young appreciated a cautious leader. Estevez had held it together even after the oldest house had gone dark. Young began to head inside. The local sheriff's station was a tight fit, but at least they had a coffee machine. Young felt optimistic. They even had the para-utilitarian in custody already. Another clatter behind him. Closer this time. He turned, hand on his holster. He called out to the darkness.
This station has been seized by the Federal Bureau of Control. You're not authorized to be here.
Suddenly, the lights flickered, went off. Young couldn't see a thing. Then from inside the station, the screams began.
What the hell's all this?
I don't have the key.
Saga, do you have it?
You wrote Logan into the story. You told me yourself. From the dark place.
Listen, Scratch is coming. He's close. He's almost here.
My daughter is dead because of you. She's a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm trying to fix this. I will fix this. I'll save everyone, but we're running out of time. I need the clicker.
Why is it covered in blood, though?
I have the clicker. You will fix this. You will save my daughter. Promise me.
Yes, I promise. But we're out of time. Hurry!
Don't fucking give it to him! He's a fucking monster, Saga! There it is. We've been waiting for you, motherfucker. I'm gonna fucking destroy you!
Oh, shit.
Scratch. He was pretending to be Wake. The plan is fucked. Estevez, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped, but the light array should affect him.
Okay, lights. Got it. I found the lights. How do I activate them?
I can turn them on from here, but you need to prime the 3 power cores.
There must be a way to slow him down.
Yeah, he don't give a crap about that. Chill, bruh, chill.
Those cubes will power the lights.
Shit.
He's too fast. Estevez said to burn the power cores. Fuck. Got one.
2 more to go.
Shit. Oh, you bastard.
There must be a way to slow him down. Another core activated.
Only one left. Doing great.
No, you bastard. Why'd you stop all of a sudden?
He's too fast. Scratch. He was pretending to be Wake. The plan is fucked. Estevez, come in. Scratch is here. How do I stop him?
Bad news. The containment unit isn't prepped. The light array should affect him.
How do activate the lights.
I can turn them on from here. But you need to prime the 3 power cores first. The glowing FBC generator cubes.
Got one.
2 more to go.
Another core activated.
Only one left. Doing great.
Wait, did I just hear Thomas Zane?
Scratch was here. He'll be back. What the fuck do we do now?
Jesus. I'm just glad this is not an episodic movie. I'll have to wait years. But you guys are gonna have to wait till the next time I upload this video, so